Sugarman Sports Complex. We got high school baseball on the docket for you on this beautiful April afternoon as the Dumont Huskies coming in with a 2-5 record, 2-0 in division play. They will try to knock off the team that's hosting them in Fort Lee, who enters this one with a 4-3 record and 1-1 in division play, but winners of two straight. Certainly seen them trending in the right direction as of late. Let's meet how Dumont will line up today. Playing center field and leading off is Josiah Guzman. Matthew Mertz plays third, hits second. Ethan Chiramonte plays shortstop. He bats third. The DH, Alexander Martin, hits fourth. Dylan Mendez plays first base, bats fifth. Jarrett Caramusa plays second, hits sixth. Playing right field is Eric Orso. He'll hit seventh. Doing the catching and hitting eighth is Ryan McKenna. And Frankie Martinez rounds it out in left field, hitting ninth. Dumont coached by Joe Algieri, assisted by Mark Ferreira and Eric Broin. They will face Paul Bonilla, the junior right-hander. The 1.40 ERA in 10 innings pitched. It's been a good start to his season. First pitch is swung on and missed. O'Neilla. This is 1-0-1. That one is tapped down the third baseline foul. And the count is 0-2. We mentioned Fort Lee winners of two straight. Both of those games have come by one-run differentials. They were able to knock off Ridgefield Park in a topsy-turvy game at home last week. As that one gets behind. And Guzman will take his spot on first base. And this will bring up Matthew Mertz. Mertz hitting 158 on the season. There goes the runner for second. The throw down is not in time. Guzman is able to beat the throw from Luke Senator behind the plate. And just like that, the Huskies have a runner in scoring position. As Matthew Mertz is looking for his fifth RBI on the year. He's got 4 so far. Bonilla fires the pitch in the dirt. Senator manages to stay in front of it. Bunt is laid down. It's a good one. Bonilla forced to field his position. Throws it on to first, and the throw is in time. Guzman does advance to third base. And there's one gone here in the top of the first as Ethan Chiramonte comes to the plate. Bonilla now working out of the stretch. He came in relief the other day against Ridgefield Park. He floats that one across the plate for strike one. Bonilla was able to pick up the win in that effort. He went 3 innings, allowing 2 earned runs. That one is slashed foul. And it's 0-2. Really had good command in that game as well with 4 strikeouts and issuing just the 1 walk. Was able to calm down a Ridgefield Park offense that got him going early and often. That pitch just misses off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. 1-2 pitch sent into right field. It'll at least get the run home, and it will get more as that ball is in the gap and it rolls to the wall. Chiramonte on his way to second. He's making the turn for third, and he slides in safely. It's an RBI triple for Ethan Chiramonte, and Dumont has taken an early 1-0 lead. Well, that's already his 10th hit of the season and his 6th RBI. First triple, but 3rd extra base hits. His season continues to be quite successful, and it's a successful start for his team on the road. As now Alexander Martin comes to the plate. And pitches in there for a strike. Martin hitting .500 on the year, 9 for 18 with 7 RBIs. That pitch is in the dirt low and outside. Martin enjoying a really good start to his junior season. Takes that one inside for another ball. One of 3 players in this lineup hitting over 400. That pitch misses upstairs. It's a walk. And there's runners on the corners for the Huskies. And there he goes, takes off for home. And that'll work. A little trickery on the base paths from Dumont. Plates another run. Martin never stopped running after taking first base, and Chiaramonte was able to come across home plate, so it's 2-0 Huskies. That one is rolled over. Dribbler down the third base line. Picked up by Dorcom. Thrown on to first. And it is in time. Martin does advance to third, but there is now 2 outs in the inning. And now Jarek Karamusa strides to the plate and will try to keep this inning alive for the Huskies. That pitch misses for ball 1. Bonilla now misses that one on the inside part of the plate. Karamusa, just a sophomore, 3 for 19 on the year. All 3 of those hits have been singles. Has shown a little bit of speed, though, with 2 stolen bases to his name. And when he does get on base, he's certainly a threat to try to steal some extra bags. He's ahead in this count, 2-1. That ball is fouled off, and the count goes even. Bonilla trying to keep this Dumont lead at 2. Trying to get out of this inning without allowing any more additional damage. That ball is popped up foul and out of play. That ball is fouled off again. A good battle going on here between Karamusa and Bonilla. Just the one hit for Dumont in this inning. But they've plated 2 runs. That pitch looks like it hit him again, this time in the helmet. And Karamusa reaches first base. The 7th Dumont Husky to come to the plate this inning is Eric Orso. As Pete Kraljic is on the mound with his pitcher. Trying to settle him down here. There's still a runner at the corners for Dumont. As we mentioned, Bonilla came into today. He's had a lot of success on the year. 10 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, and just the 4 walks. He's hit a little bit of a road bump here as he will face Eric Orso, and they've got the runner between first and second. The run's going to take off for the plate. The throw is high. Dumont parks another one. It's 3-0 Huskies. So again, the Huskies manufacturing some scoring opportunities with being a little aggressive, being a little tricky on the base paths. As that was Karamusa who forced the issue. Got jammed up between first and second and allowed Martin to come across and score. That ball was ripped down the third base line. It's foul. And so too. Bonilla looks in, fires. There goes the runner for third. The throw is not in time as the runner was able to slide under the tag. Karamusa swiping his third base of the year. It was a pretty good throw from Senator behind the plate. It's a little bit too high for Dorcom to snag it down in time. And it's 1-2. Bonilla has a few times been one strike away from ending this inning. This one is in the dirt. And it's 2-2. All fouled off. We'll do it again. Dumont comes into this game with 46 runs scored on the year. Hitting .270 as a team. That's slugging percentage right in the mid-340s. And as that ball is fouled off again, and it's 2-2. Bonilla looks in and offers, swung on, and fouled back again. These Huskies have been tough with two strikes here in this inning. Chopped. Dorcom plays it on a big hop. Throw across the diamond is in time. Dorcom fires a rocket across the field and gets the third out. And the inning is over, but not before. Dumont gets one hit, and they play 3 runs. We move to the bottom of the first. Fort Lee will come to the plate. Back here for the bottom of the first inning. Fort Lee will come to the plate for the first time. Let's see how they line up. Playing second base and leading off is Stephen Kim. Doing the catching and hitting second is Luke Senator. Jack Dorcom plays third, hits third. Nico Sengo plays first, hits fourth. Jacob Greenberg will play right field and bat fifth. Marcus Lee plays shortstop. He hits sixth. Hitting seventh is the designated hitter, Max Greenberg. Paul Bonilla, who you just saw on the mound, hits eighth. And in center field, rounding it out for Pete Kraljic, is number 7, C.J. Senator. They will face Joseph Sutera, who gets the start for Dumont. Sutera has thrown 8 2/3 innings this year. It's got a 5.65 ERA. allowing 7 earned runs, striking out 5, and walking 2. It's a Fort Lee offense that has been putting up good numbers. Back-to-back games with 8 runs or more. They've scored at least 6 runs or at least 9 runs in each of their last 3 games. Running a 3-game winning streak. First pitch to Kim misses upstairs for ball 1. Kim hitting .450 on the year has really done an exceptional job of setting the table. That one is popped up. Shallow outfield. It looks like the shortstop Chiaramonte is going to track it down. And there's 1 out in the inning. As Luke Senator comes to the plate. Senator slugging an impressive .522 on the season. Currently riding a 4-game hit streak. With 7 hits in that span. He fouls that one down the line. In his last home game, he was 2 for 3 with an RBI against Ridgefield Park. He'll try to keep that going and spark some offense for his team here in the first inning. As that pitch misses out wide. One pitch, rocketed into right center field. It's going to find a gap, take a skip, and bounce over the wall. It's a ground rule double. Luke Senator stretches his hitting streak to 6 games. And Fort Lee has a runner in scoring position. And now Jack Dorcom will stride to the plate with an opportunity to give his team their first run of the day. Dorcom hitting .300 on the season, has also drawn 6 walks. Gets on base at an extremely efficient clip. First pitch to him misses upstairs. One 0. That one misses as well. Both of the first 2 pitches in this at bat running high. Senator takes his lead off second. Sutera looks back, now delivers home. It's ripped into left field. It's down for a base hit. They're going to hold Senator at third as the throw hops over the cutoff man and rolls all the way to the plate. That's going to allow Dorcom to advance to second. And there are runners on second and third here for the Bridgemen, as Luke Senator will get the courtesy runner out there. And now this is Nico Sango at the plate. He looks at strike 1. That pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Sutera was able to fool him with the breaking ball. Sango, just a sophomore. 5 singles, 2 doubles on the year. That pitch misses. Has done a good job of collecting RBIs from that cleanup spot. Third on the team and runs batted in. Won't get one that time. Looks at strike 3, called on the outside part of the plate. And there's 2 away. Now Jacob Greenberg come up to the plate with 2 outs. And he fouls this one back. That one gets away from McKenna behind the plate, but the runners are going to stay put. And Senator at third and Dorcom at second. Sutero on the mound. Greenberg at the plate. 2 outs. That pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Fort Lee trying to get some runs back after allowing 3 in the first. That pitch chopped high to the shortstop, Chiaramonte. He picks it up. No play at first, no play anywhere. And a run scores as Senator crosses home plate. And the Bridgemen get a run on the board. It's 3-1. Call that an infield single and an RBI for Jacob Greenberg. As Marcus Lee, the owner of a .292 average, comes up to the plate. Three-game hitting streak for Lee. And pitch misses, and it's 2-0. This was a big part of Fort Lee's win last week over Ridgefield Park. As there goes the runner for second, they will throw down. Chiaramonte will cut it off, so Greenberg gets into second base, and there's runners on second and third. But Fort Lee in that game against Ridgefield Park, they fell behind multiple times, but every time they fell behind, they were able to at least chip away, if not tie the game, almost immediately. And anytime it felt like the road team in that game was going to steal momentum, the Bridgemen were able to fight back. As Marcus Lee works the walk, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs here. There was a similar case against Memorial. This time it was Fort Lee jumping out to the leads, but after Memorial came back to take the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning, Fort Lee responded with 3 runs in their top of the 5th, and were able to take control of that game and hold on for a 9-8 victory. This is now Max Greenberg at the plate, the designated hitter. Looks at that pitch for another called strike, and it's 0-2. Dorcom on third, Greenberg on second, Lee on first. The pitch is upstairs. That pitch, a little bit high as well, says the home plate umpire, and it's 2-2. Zutero looks in, gets his sign, stretches and fires. That one fouled back off the top of the backstop. And we'll run it back with a 2-2 count. Fort Lee looking for some more 2-out runs. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the inning is over. But not before Fort Lee gets a couple hits. They scratch one across. We move to the top of the 2nd. It's Dumont Park in front. Welcome back in to the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. Good one brewing early here. Dumont Park with a 3-1 lead. That one is popped up, and the catch is made by Marcus Lee at shortstop. That was Ryan McKenna, the catcher, at the plate in his first at-bat, so he's put away. It's the one pitch. And now the 9-hole hitter, Frankie Martinez, will stride to the box. Martinez, a senior outfielder on this team. Just 1 for 10 on the year. As he gets ready to face Paul Bonilla. And Bonilla hits another batter. Martinez will reach first base with 1 out. And that brings up the top of the order. And Josiah Guzman. Guzman reached in the first inning, hitting .524 on the year, 13 stolen bases, 5 extra base hits. He really does it all from the top spot in that order. Looks at strike 1 from Bonilla. And that one is in there as well. So Bonilla, after hitting the first batter, or the last batter, is able to come back, fire 2 strikes here. That one is swung on the mist. And there's 2 outs. First strikeout of the day for Bonilla. As Matthew Mertz comes up now with 2 outs. Bonilla fires another strike. Working in a bit of a rhythm now. These last couple batters. Last couple pitches, I should say. 4 straight strikes. He steps off here. They got him caught between first and second. Frankie Martinez in a pickle. Fort Lee trying to get out of this inning. Back and forth, and finally the tag is applied and the inning is over. So it ends up being an easy one. 1, 2, 3 for Paul Bonilla. We move to the bottom of the second. Fort Lee coming up to the plate. We've reached the bottom of the second here at Fort Lee. Thanks for joining us today. It's 3-1 Dumont early in this one. Paul Bonilla comes to the plate. Chops that one down the third base line. Mertz picks it up, throws onto first, snug out of the dirt, or the turf, I should say, by Mendez, and there's one gone. An impressive play by Mertz there to get that throw over in time, and equally as impressive was Mendez getting that glove down in the turf, able to make that play. And now C.J. Senator will come to the plate. Pitch is in there for a called strike. Senator, just a freshman. 2 at-bats on the year. Fouls that one back. We've seen him play the field. Haven't seen him in the lineup too often. Both of those at-bats came against Memorial. He looks at that one for a called third strike. And there's 2 outs in this inning. Second strikeout of the day for Sutera, as he gets set to face the top of this order one more time. Stephen Kim, who popped up to the shortstop in his first at-bat, gets another crack here, sends this one into center field, and it lands down for a little 2-out single. Kim records Fort Lee's 4th hit of the day. Stolen 3 bases on the year as well. And he stretches a 4-game hitting streak to 5. Looks like Luke Senator having a bit of an equipment issue. Reason for the delay here. But he'll get settled in the box. Try to keep this inning going with 2 outs. He doubled in his first at-bat. And eventually came across to score Fort Lee's first run. They check on Kim at second, but there's not much going on. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. Sutera peeks over his shoulder and now comes home. There goes Kim for second. Got a good jump, but Senator fouls off that pitch, and it's 0-2. 0-2, 2 outs. Kim on first, Senator at the plate. Sutera trying to put away Fort Lee in this inning. That one gets away from the first baseman, Mendez, as Kim was a little slow to get up off the first base bag. He gets a quick time called and now settles back in, takes his lead. Senator fouls that one back as well. And the count remains at 0-2. There goes Kim for second. Ball 1, throw down, not in time. Swiped it successfully. Stephen Kim moves himself into scoring position with 2 outs here. And now Luke Senator, who has driven in 5 runs on the year, has a chance for his 6th. 1-2 pitch. Grounded back towards the middle. It's through for a base hit. They're going to wave Kim home. The throw to the plate is cut off. And Luke Senator makes it a 3-2 game with an RBI single. Now Senator, 2 hits in this ball game already. That average continuing to rise, now well over 350. It's a nice piece of hitting right there with 2 strikes, stayed in that at-bat, fouled off a couple pitches, got his pitch, and then delivered the timely single. And he slides back into first base here. Throw gets away from Mendez. Luke Senator says, "Thank you very much. I'll take second base, and I'll be right here in scoring position." Jack Dorcom, who already has a base hit in this game, still awaiting the first pitch of his at-bat. And it misses outside. The 1-0 in the dirt. McKenna stays in front of it. Dorcom hitting a tick over 300 on the year. 7 for 21. That pitch finds the outside part of the plate for strike one. Same spot. Oh, just a couple of inches more outside. And it's 2-1. Or 3-1, excuse me. Sutera looks back, now comes home, ripped into left field. It's a base hit. Rounding third and trying to score is Senator, but he'll be held up right there. Jack Dorcom has his second hit of the afternoon. He advances to second as Senator draws the throw home. And there's runners at second and third now for the Bridgemen. 3 two-out hits have kept this inning alive. Joseph Sutera retired the first two batters Fort Lee sent to the plate, but since then hasn't been able to get an out. This is Nico Sango, first pitch in his at-bat. Runs behind McKenna at home plate, and it's ball one. Sango chops that one foul. The 1-1 swung on a miss, and it's 1-2. Sutera trying to preserve the Dumont lead. That one gets away from McKenna again. Oh, they're going to say it hit Nico Sango. He'll take that. And the bases are loaded here for Fort Lee. And it's Dorcom on third. Or excuse me, Senator on third, Dorcom on second, Sango on first. And Jacob Greenberg, who singled and drove in a run in his first at-bat, gets another chance here. Reached on that infield single with 2 outs in the first inning, looking for another 2-out RBI. Maybe a couple more. As that one runs inside and the count's even at 1. One in the dirt. 2-1. Already 7 hits for Fort Lee through an inning and 2/3. That one is swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Kind of funny right now with Dumont just the 1 hit. And they're leading in this game against a team that has 7 hits. This is a full count now to Greenberg. Sutera stretches, fires, strikes him out, and the inning is over. So Fort Lee gets 1, but leaves them loaded. We move to the top of the third. Dumont with a slight lead. Dumont Huskies getting set to hit for a third time. Matthew Mertz will lead this inning off. Mertz laid down a sacrifice bunt, a good sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat, playing third base today. Had a hit and an RBI in Dumont's latest game, an 11-10 loss to Woodridge. A game that saw Dumont trailing by a score of 9-1. They were able to get back into the game as Bonilla hits Mertz. And there is a runner aboard here. But a valiant effort, went down 9-1. We're able to get back in that game. Made it a 9-7 game. Woodridge stretched the lead back out to 4. And Dumont Park, even though scoring 2 runs in the 7th, came up just short by a score of 11-10. This is Chiaramonte at the plate. Tripled and drove in a run in his first at-bat. Another runner out there for him now as that pitch misses upstairs. Chopped. Waited on by Dorcom. He throws across, and it is leapt up and caught by Sango at first base. And he is able to find the bag, and there's one out. Mertz gets to second base. As Alexander Martin, the designated hitter, gets ready for his second at-bat of the day. He was walked in his first at-bat. That pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-0. Bonilla behind 3-0 in this at-bat. One out here in the third, and a runner in scoring position for Dumont. They throw back behind the runner at second, but Mertz slides in safely. They make another move back. This time Bonilla just does it to keep Mertz close at second base, doesn't make the throw back. Now comes home with the 3-0, and it is in there for a called strike. Took a little bit off that one and got it across the plate. It's 3-1 now. As Alexander Martin looks for his first hit of the day, they throw back behind Mertz at second again. They've made Mertz dive a few times, but he's been back relatively easily on both of these pickoff throws. 3-1 is in there for a called strike. And the count runs full. Bonilla looks in and fires, ripped foul. And 3-2, we'll do it again. This one hits Martin. It's another hits Batman. That is the 5th batter that Bonilla has hit in this game. There's now runners on first and second with Mendez coming to the plate. That pitch just misses on the outside. Mendez grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Bonilla's pitch is taken. They throw down to first, and then Mertz is able to advance to third on that throw. And the pitch to Mendez was a call the ball, and it's 2-0. No trouble for Fort Lee here with runners at the corners. Here comes some more base paths trickery. This time it allows Martin to get to second base, as Bonilla just basically lets him take the bag in order to keep Mertz from taking off for home. And 2-0 pitch is slapped at and dribbled foul. Dumont threatening to add to their lead. Just the one out in this inning. Still one hit, just one hit on the day for the Huskies, as that one misses out wide. And that one is in there for a called third strike. And there's 2 outs. Second strikeout of the day for Bonilla. And Jarrett Caramusa comes to the plate for the second time today. Caramusa was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. He fouls this one off. So despite not having his best command, Bonilla has kind of battled here. And he's done a good job of at least keeping the Huskies off balance at the plate. This one ripped back up towards the middle. Lee picks it up, throws it on to first, and the throw is in time. So the inning is over. Dumont gets 2 in scoring position. Bonilla strands him without any keys. We go to the bottom of the third. Fort Lee will try to even things up. Bottom of the third here, Fort Lee. Dumont. Marcus Lee will lead things off for Fort Lee in this inning. Drew a walk in his first at-bat. He fouls off that first pitch. Joseph Sutera still on the mound for Dumont. He has allowed 7 hits, but has dealt with the traffic on the base paths pretty well, allowing just the 2 runs. Has stranded a couple of Bridgmen out there. Backed both of these pitchers today. And we've seen the 5 runs scored already before these 2 teams, but certainly these offenses have had the opportunities to pour it on, and these pitchers have at least made pitches to be able to keep them from putting up crooked numbers. Sutera's already got 2 strikeouts, and he's ahead in this at-bat 0-2. That ball is fouled back. He fouled off the top of the backstop, and 2 balls came out. It's good community service right there from Marcus Lee. Still behind in this at-bat, though, 0-2. Sutera trying to put Lee away. He gets his sign, winds, and fires. That pitch runs high. Lee sends this one back, making the grab is Karamusa. Now Max Greenberg, who is 0 for 1 in this game, will come up to the plate. This one's sent through, and it's under the glove of Mertz at third base. Greenberg will reach. And the Bridgemen have a runner aboard here with 1 out. They'll try to take advantage of that error. Paul Bonilla, who grounded out to third base in his first at-bat, gets another crack at it here. He looks at that pitch for a called strike. There goes the runner for second. The throw down is not in time. Greenberg able to swipe second successfully. And Fort Lee's got a runner in scoring position. First stolen base of the season for Max Greenberg. Bonilla pops this one high in the air, but it is foul and out of play. And the pitch. Breaking ball nearly broke back into the strike zone, but it does stay a bit off the inside part of the plate, and the count runs even to 2-2. Bonilla looking for an RBI with the runner on second. That pitch is outside, and the count runs full. Trying to help himself at the plate. Hitting .250 on the year coming into this game. 3-2 pitch. Sent high in the air into left field. Martinez is there. He makes the grab. And there's the second out of the inning as Bonilla flies out to left. So now C.J. Senator, who struck out looking in his first at-bat, represents the last out in this inning at the current moment for Fort Lee. Fort Lee has done some 2-out damage in this game. They're looking for a little bit more here. Sutera looks back, now delivers home. And a pass ball is going to allow Greenberg to advance to third base. And he moves 90 feet closer. And it looks like a soccer ball has made its way onto the field, into right field. And that'll be taken care of by Orso out and right. I'm ready for baseball again. The 1-1 pitch to Senator. Chopped, picked up by Mertz. Throw to first is high. Did he get the tag? He did. Mendez able to apply the tag and end the inning, so Fort Lee gets a runner to third. But they're stopped right there. We move to the top of the fourth. Dumont holding on to a slim lead. Welcome back here in the top of the fourth inning. We've got a pitching change to tell you about. Freshman right-hander Bradley Lee is going to enter this game for Fort Lee and take things over for Paul Bonilla, who exits after 3 innings, allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 runs. Bradley Lee comes into this game just 2 innings pitched on the year. He has allowed 2 earned runs. He will face 7, 8, 9 due up here for Dumont. First pitch to Orso, misses out wide. Orso grounded out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 in there for a called strike. Orso, a freshman in this lineup, came into today with just 2 official at-bats on the year and 3 runs scored. He does have a hit and an RBI already. He calls time here and settles back in to face Lee. This pitch is fouled back. And that pitch misses. Now it's 2-2. And that one is out wide, so the count runs full. Fort Lee does have a number of pitchers available today. The only guy that we've seen pitch from is not available is Jack Dorcom, as Lee issues a walk. Bonilla entered today with just 86 pitches remaining. I'd venture to say he was getting up towards that number. And as Orso draws the walk, and now Ryan McKenna will come up to the plate. Second walk drawn by Husky hitter today. McKenna flew out in his first at-bat. Trying to square the bunt down here. That pitch is called a strike. They throw over to first base. Orso is back in there safely. Bunted. Picked up by Lee. He'll take the out at first. Oh, no, he threw it away. Gets by Sango. Orso will advance to third. There goes McKenna for second. And things are brewing here for Dumont. Guys on second and third. Nobody out in this fourth inning. And Frankie Martinez will get set to do some hitting. Now Bradley Lee will have to work around some early trouble. First pitch is in there for a called strike. This ball's fouled off, and a good start for Lee in this at-bat. Still just the one hit for the Huskies today. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses high. Stayed upstairs. So now Lee looks in. 1-2. Off the mark. Counts even. And it's ripped back towards the middle. It's through for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. The throw comes into second. They get Martinez at second base, but the damage is done as Orso and McKenna cross home plate. It's a 2 RBI single for Frankie Martinez. Bases cleared now for Josiah Guzman, who struck out in his first at-bat. 5-2 lead for the Huskies. Are able to cash in on a couple of free passes and a Fort Lee mistake. This pitch is fouled back, and it's 0-1. Typically, this Fort Lee pitching staff this year has been really good about commanding their pitches. Comes into today with 52 strikeouts as a team while issuing just the 22 walks. That pitch is upstairs, and we talked about how good the offense has been as of late, but they've gotten some good pitching as well with just a 3.82 ERA on the season. Guzman looks at that one for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Lee looks in and fires. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3 in the inning is over, but not before the Huskies get a big hit from the freshman, Frankie Martinez. He makes it a 5-2 game. We move to the bottom of the 4th. Oh, excuse me, just the second out of the inning. As now Matthew Mertz gets another chance to swing the bat. Third strikeout of the day for Fort Lee pitchers. As that one is swung on a miss, and it's 1-1. That pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Mertz was walked or hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Ball's fouled back, and it's 2-2. Bradley Lee trying to put away the Huskies in this fourth inning. That pitch is upstairs, and the count is full. Lee's 3-2 delivery, poked towards the right side, is eventually picked up in foul territory by Sango. So we'll run it back with the full count pitch. And this one is popped up left field. Coming on to make the grab is Lee, and the inning is over. Dumont gets a 2 RBI single from the senior Frankie Martinez. They take a 5-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Back here for the bottom of the fourth inning, Stephen Kim, the second baseman, will come up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Earned himself a single in the last inning. And it's 1-0. And pitch misses, 2-0. Kim now the proud owner of a 5-game hitting streak. time, it's put away by the strikeout, and there's one gone. Or, excuse me. Kim's hitting streak is now up to 7 games, as he has reached base safely in every single game this season. Luke Senator, who's 2 for 2 on the day, comes to the plate. Ripped back towards the middle, picked up on a hop by Chiaramonte. He throws it on to first, and there's 2 gone. Oh, Senator is retired for the first time today. Jack Dorcom, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, will get a chance to come up again here. First pitch to Dorcom misses for a ball. Dorcom now at 8 hits on the season. He fouls this one back. 7 of those 8 hits have been singles. Sutera delivers the 1-1. Misses low and inside. Sutera has yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. He's a pitch and an out away from doing so here. That one is too high, and it's 3-1. Dorcom will take anything to get on base again here for a third time. That one ran inside. I think it may have hit his bat. And it's going to be 3-2 as Dorcom steps back into the box. And this pitch is sent into center field. Guzman turns around, reaches up, and he makes the grab. A little bit of a tricky route, but he comes down with it. We move to the top of the 5th. Dumont up 5-2 on Fort Lee. Bradley Lee climbs the mound for his second inning of work. Delivers the first pitch of this at-bat to Ethan Chiaramonte, who strides to the box to kick things off for the Huskies here in the top of the 5th. He looks at ball 1, looks at ball 2. Chiaramonte has one of 2 Dumont hits in this game. It was a triple. Quickly 3-0 to Chiaramonte. Chiaramonte, a senior shortstop. For his career, hitting an impressive 315, hit 366 last year. This year, he's only gotten better with that average up at 429. That'll help the on base percentage as he's aboard with a leadoff walk. Third walk of the day issued by Fort Lee pitchers. First pitch to Martin misses for a ball. One 0 stays high, and it's 2-0. Martin has been walked and hit by a pitch in this game, as Pete Kraljic is going to come to the mound here and try to calm lead down. He has thrown 6 straight balls to start off this inning. And a throw back behind the runner at first base after that pitch, and he is in there safely. This pitch is outside, so the count moves to 3-1. It's in there for a strike, and the count is full. Lee winds, fires. That's a ground ball out to Lee at shortstop. Throws it across. It gets by Sengo. That's going to be trouble for Fort Lee as Chiaramonte is rounding third, and he will score. Martin makes his way to second base. It's 6-2 Huskies here in the 5th inning. Still nobody out, and Dylan Mendez is coming to the plate. Mendez looks at that pitch for a called strike. This one is swung on and missed. It's been that kind of day for Fort Lee. Have made a couple of mistakes here and there that have led to these Husky runs. As that 0-2 pitch is ricocheted off of Lee on the mound. Going to be a tough play. Throws it on. Made the play in time. And there's one out as Martin advances to third. But this is a tip of the cap to Bradley Lee right there, who took a shot off of his leg and was able to hop off the mound and still make the play in time off the speedy runner Mendez. It's like they're going to take a check on Lee here. He fires a couple of practice pitches, making sure he's all good to go. All it takes is one to see he's okay. Jarrett Caramusa is up next for Dumont. First pitch misses for a ball. Fortunately for Fort Lee, only down by 4 runs still. And they've had some offensive success in this game, just haven't really been able to come up with the timely hits. Again, Fort Lee already up to 7 hits in this game, just the 2 runs to show for it. You continually put the bat on the ball, though. Some runs are almost bound to score. Important they try to keep this at a 4-run game here. Another runner on third base. That pitch misses out wide. And Karamusa finds himself in a 2-1 count at the plate. Time called. Not sure if it was Senator or Karamusa. Looks like it may have been Karamusa shaking something off. And the 2-1. Popped up off of the backstop. And the count runs even at 2 apiece. Fort Lee infield is in. The 2-2 pitch. Did he go? Appeal down. They say he held up. So the count runs full. Three-two pitch. Fouled off again. We've seen Karamusa have some pretty good at-bats today. Working on another one here. Lee looks in and fires. Breaking ball sent out to center field. Senator is moving to his left. He makes the grab. It'll be enough to get the run home. And the Huskies lead at 7-2. Credit Karamusa with a sac fly RBI. As Martin is able to come across the plate. Two outs now in this inning. First pitch hangs up high to Orso. And pitches in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2. That one is fouled back. 1-2. Ping pongs around the backstop. There Orso gets settled in. The 1-2 laced into center field. It's down for a base hit. Orso is aboard for a second time. And the Huskies have a 2-out base runner here in the 5th. Ryan McKenna reached last at bat on an error. Comes up again. He fouls off the first offering. Lee gets set. The runner takes off. This one hit through the left side, and it's into left field for a base hit. Back-to-back singles here for the 7 and 8 hitters in the Huskies order. And as McKenna records his first hit of the day. And Frankie Martinez, who had a big 2 RBI single in his last at-bat, comes up here with a chance to do some more damage. They throw behind the runner at first. There goes the runner for third. So Orso takes third base. McKenna is safe at first. And now you have to imagine, and they will cause another trickery on the base paths as McKenna takes second base. So runners on second and third for Dumont here. 2 outs in the inning. Frankie Martinez at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Misses out wide. And it's 2-0. This one's ripped. Fouled off. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. And the inning is over, but Dumont continues to add to their lead. They're now up by 5. It's 7-2 Huskies heading to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 5, Nico Sengo to lead things off for Fort Lee. He gets that one through, and he's aboard as the leadoff hitter in this inning. That one skipped under the glove of Mertz. It's a hit for Sengo, and Jacob Greenberg will come to the plate. The umpire talking to the Fort Lee dugout. looking for something over there. Not sure what it could be. Jacob Greenberg is 1 for 2 with an RBI. As Fort Lee is going to try to spark another comeback. They've come from behind in all 3 games on this current winning streak. And it started with that wild 13-6 win over Weehawken. Trailed multiple times against Ridgefield Park. Were down to their final out. Came back and won that game, and against Memorial fell behind in the late stages as well. So they've certainly been in this position a lot as of late. We'll see if the Bridgemen can wave the magic wand one more time and inspire another comeback here. This one is sent into left field. That'll help get the party started. It's a single for Greenberg, his second hit of the day. And there's some business brewing out there for Fort Lee now. 2 base runners, nobody out. As Marcus Lee will get a third opportunity at the plate. Joseph Sutera still on the mound for the Huskies. He's worked through 4 innings so far as Marcus Lee tries to bunt that one, but it ricochets off his bat and goes foul. And time's called there. Nearly a full bullpen available for the Huskies today. Lee tries to bunt again, and again it is bunted foul. We'll see if they give him the light to swing now instead of bunting with 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. That one's outside. Oh, no, it's called for a third strike. And there's one gone. Marcus Lee sent away looking. And now Max Greenberg will come to the plate. Greenberg reached on an error in his last at-bat. First pitch to him floats off the mark. This Fort Lee offense came into today averaging just over 7 runs per game. They've been held to 2. So that one is swung on a miss, and it's 1-1. But again, the hits have been there. 8 hits now already. This one sent high in the sky. Might get an infield fly rule called here. We do. And there's 2 gone. As Greenberg pops out to shortstop. I'll see who comes to the plate here for Fort Lee. It will still be Bradley Lee. So he'll get a chance to swing the bat. Has not hit in a game this year. Comes up here with 2 outs in the 5th. They throw back to second base. Oh, they almost got him. Sango was able to get back in there by about a half a step. And Sutera steps off the mound. Bradley Lee still waiting for the first offering of this at-bat at the plate. That pitch is low and outside. That pitch misses. 2-1. This inning started off with 2 base hits for Fort Lee. Soutera's battled back to get the last 2 hitters. He's trying to work around those 2 singles, leaving this inning unscathed. That pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Lee trying to help himself. The 3-1. Fouled off, and it's 3-2. Three-two, ripped back towards the right side, smothered by Caramusa. He throws on to first, and it is in time. So Fort Lee gets 2 hits, but Soutera comes back to get the next 3. We move to the 6th. Dumont in control. Back here for the top of the 6th. Bradley Lee remains on the mound, facing Josiah Guzman at the plate, who has struck out in his last 2 at-bats. Was hit by a pitch in inning number 1. This time he skies it high in the sky, shallow infield. Moving under it and making the catch is Stephen Kim, and there's 1 out here in the 6th. And now Matthew Mertz will come to the plate. Looks at that pitch for a called strike. That pitch is in there as well for a strike.
You're in the game. You gotta go that way.
And that one runs inside.
Huh? It's top of the 6th. You gotta get this off the field. You gotta move it over the fence, please.
And that pitch is in there for a called third strike. So Mertz strikes out. There's 2 gone in the inning. Bradley Lee now trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Have to do it against Ethan Chiaramonte, who has been on base twice today. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Haven't been too many 1-2-3 innings in this game. That one is swung on a miss, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. This one is fouled back. Chiaramonte stays alive in the at-bat. The 0-2 just misses. And it's 1-2. Pitch stays off the inside part of the plate as well. The 2-2. Upstairs, ball 3. Lee looks in and delivers. This ball's popped up. Senator started back, now comes in, makes the grab. And the inning is orders, or the Huskies are put away in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Fort Lee will try to start to mount a comeback. We've reached the bottom of the 6th frame here at the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Complex. Senator leads off this inning. Flares it out of play. 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout. Senator, the freshman, still looking for the first hit of his career. Just has had 4 at-bats. Just does play a nice center field. Just saw him make a grab to end the last inning. Try to get a rally going for this Fort Lee offense that has been held to 2 runs. That one is upstairs. Senator fouls that one. Joseph Sutera still on the mound for the Huskies. He's been really steady today. 4 strikeouts. Just the 1 walk allowed. And he's worked around 8 Fort Lee hits. He's done really well with pitching with guys on base. Gets the strikeout there, his 5th of the afternoon. And there's 1 out. As Stephen Kim, who was struck out by Sutera in his last at-bat, gets another chance here. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And pitches in the dirt. It's 1-0. And Kim sends this one down the right field line. It is just foul. Tough break there from Kim, who was almost certainly going to get extra bases if that one landed inside the foul line. We got something else in center field. Well, after a little bit of a delay, Kim steps back into the box in a 1-1 count. And he sends this one to right field. This one is definitely going to stay fair. Going back on it is Orso, and he dropped it. Kim on his way to second, and he's in there safely. Oh, Orso seemingly had that one tracked down. And just landed right in front of him. And Kim is aboard. We'll see if that sparks something for Fort Lee. A Senator who's already got 2 hits to his name comes up to the plate. Sutera takes a step off and now climbs back on the rubber. First pitch to Senator upstairs. The 1-0 to Senator misses out wide, and it's 2-0. This one rifled into right field. It's going to be down for a base hit. Kim is stopped at third. Runners at the corners here for Fort Lee. Some business brewing. Let's see if they can take advantage. It is Luke Senator's third hit of the day. And now Jack Dorcom will come to the plate. We'll have a mound visit for the Huskies. And that'll do it for Sutera. So the Huskies will make their first pitching change of the day. Fort Lee trying to stage a comeback. We'll tell you about the pitching change when we come back. Matthew Mertz will take over on the mound. Joseph Sutera moves to play third base. Mertz comes into this game with a 5.25 ERA. Has made a couple appearances this year, totaling 9 1/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 8 and walked 9. Got to face Jack Dorcom here with runners at the corners. There's trying to freeze him on the base paths. Senator took a big lead off of first base. And there goes Senator for second. He'll stroll in safely. And that pitch gets away from McKenna behind the plate. It's 2-1. Even if Fort Lee doesn't get all 5 back here, just chipping away from it, making it a more manageable comeback in the 7th inning would be crucial. Dorcom's already got 2 hits today. Not going to swing at that one. It's in the dirt, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch, high chopper. Chiaramonte picks it up, throws on to first. It's inside. Kim does come across the score, so it's an RBI ground out for Jack Dorcom. The Huskies will certainly take that, trading out for a run at this point in the game. It's 7-3 now. And now Nico Sango, who is 1 for 2, will come up to the plate. First pitch misses for a ball. Fort Lee trying to scratch one more across the plate here. That pitch finds the strike zone. That one in there as well, and it's 1-2. Matthew Mertz, 1 strike away from preserving this lead at 4 heading into the 7th. The 1-2 pitch back towards the middle. Chiaramonte picks it up, flicks it onto first, and it is picked off the turf by Mendez, and the inning is over. So Fort Lee gets 1 back, but nothing more. We move to the top of the 7th. Dumont in the driver's seat. Top of the seventh here, Dumont Park with a 7-3 lead. Bradley Lee still on the mound. Alexander Martin at the plate. First pitch to him is in there for a called strike. Martin has walked, been hit by a pitch, and reached on an error. Dumont trying to pick up their third win, snap a little bit of a losing streak that they've been on. And they've lost 2 straight, but a win here today would move them to 3-0 in the Big North. A loss here for Fort Lee drops them to 1-2 and back to 500 overall. They're trying to keep a 3-game winning streak alive. That pitch is in their first strike, and it's 1-2. And it's back through the middle, base hit for Martin, and he is aboard with a leadoff single. 5th hit of the day for Dumont. Dylan Mendez will now get a chance to swing the bat. That pitch is low and outside for ball 1. That's upstairs. It's 2-0. This one is swung on and missed. Throw down to second is in time. They're able to catch Martin stealing. And there's one out here in the 7th. It was a good throw from Senator. He's made a habit of throwing guys out on the base paths from behind home plate. That pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 2-2. And the count is even. This ball sent into right field. Coming on for it is Greenberg. He slides. It's off his glove, and it's a fair ball. Mendez making his way to second base. He's in there safely. And the Huskies are able to get a runner in scoring position. It was a long run for Greenberg. Slides and just hits off the top of his glove. 6th hit of the day for Dumont. And now Jarrett Caramusa, who drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the last at-bat, gets to swing it again. Pitch misses for ball 1. Ball is fouled off, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Sent high in the air. Moving over is Lee. He's called off by Senator, who makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And now Eric Orso, who got a single in his last at-bat, will come to the plate. Try to keep this inning going with 2 outs. Fort Lee trying to keep this at a 4-run game, as they'll attempt to mount a comeback. Dylan Mendez looks like he's going to be pinch ran for here. I'll tell you about it when we get a look at it. As Tyler Quinn comes in to pinch run. Still is Orso at the plate. First pitch to him in there for a strike. They throw back down to second. Quinn slides back safely. That one just misses, and it's 1-1. This ball is sent into left field. Lee has a beat on it, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Fort Lee will try to stage a dramatic comeback here in the bottom of the seventh. It's Dumont in front, 7-3. Bottom of the seventh, Fort Lee will need at least 4 runs to keep this game alive. They trail 7-3. 5, 6, 7 due up in the order for them. Jacob Greenberg, who's got a couple of singles in this game, will lead things off. I want to thank you for joining us today on this live stream from the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. Charlie Carbonell, everybody here at Fort Lee. This first pitch of the inning is in there for a strike. Our broadcast engineer and producer, Dimitri Nanis, and our chief operator, Andrew Park. We want to thank them for their help with the broadcast today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you can enjoy a Fort Lee comeback here, as it's 0-2 now to Greenberg. This is Matthew Mertz on the mound. Came in relief last inning, was able to shut the door. He works from the windup here, heading this count 0-2. And this one is sent into center field. That's a good start for Fort Lee. A leadoff single for Greenberg, and we'll see who comes up to the plate here. This is Bradley Lee's spot in the order. He's thrown a couple innings. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go to the bench, and they will. Or excuse me, Marcus Lee will come up to the plate. Got the Greenbergs confused on the lineup card for a second. As Lee looks at strike one. Third hit of the day for Jacob Greenberg. Marcus Lee still looking for his first pitch of the day. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Hung on and missed, or fouled it off. Got a piece of it. Lee stays alive in this at-bat. And it's 0-2. This one's chopped high. Going to be a tough play for anybody. And he's not even going to give it a throw. Runners on first and second now as Lee reaches with the infield single. Well, he barely gets a piece of the 0-2 pitch, stays alive, then chops that one high in the sky and legs out a single. And we will have a pinch hitter here for Max Greenberg. It's going to be Gabe Garcia at the plate for Fort Lee. And it's a bit of a delay on the field. So Garcia will be the pinch hitter here, hitting 200 on the year, 3 hits and 15 at-bats. Still waiting the first pitch of this at-bat. He sends this one over, picked up by the third baseman. He dropped it, and he's safe at third. Sutera fumbled it, nearly got back to the bag, but Greenberg is able to slide in safely, and the bases are loaded for the Bridgeman. And now we're going to have a mound visit here for Dumont as all of a sudden the tying run is at the plate for Fort Lee. Well, they've been the comeback kids as of late. 3 straight wins, 3 straight comebacks. In their last home game, they came from behind in the 7th inning and won it on a walk-off. They'll try to do the same here. Paul Bonilla will get to re-enter and swing the bat here. He was 0 for 2 before being relieved for Bradley Lee. Bonilla came into today hitting .250 on the year. First pitch way upstairs. Matthew Mertz dealing with a little bit of stress now with the bases loaded. First 2 pitches are high, and it's 2-0. This one sent out to center field. Guzman is moving over. He's under it, and he makes the grab. Greenberg will tag from third, and he will score. There's the first out of the inning. Bonilla gets an RBI. Dumont will trade that, though, and out for a run as they move within 2 outs of clinching this game. CJ Senator gets another chance at the plate. He'll try to flip the order with just 1 out. That one is ball 1. The 1-0 misses. Senator is 0 for 3 today. This one fouled back, and it's 2-1. Dumont trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. This pitch is in there for a called strike. And it's 2-2. That one way upstairs. Count is full. Senator trying to get on any way he can and set the table for the top of the order that has been pretty productive today. Big 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses just low. Umpire freezes everybody. Ball 4, bases loaded. Senator representing the tying run at first base. Stephen Kim now will come up. Kim has 3 hits today. First pitch is in the dirt. It felt like all day Fort Lee's offense has been knocking on the door of putting up a crooked number. Can they do so here? That one is sent, and it is down for a base hit. Guzman cuts it off. 1 run is in. Here comes another. The Fort Lee Bridgemen are within 1. It's a 4-hit day for Stephen Kim. There's 2 RBIs to add to his resume, as it's now 7-6. This is going to force Dumont into a mound visit. And now Luke Senator will try to tie this game, or maybe more. Mertz steps off, takes a look at Kim. You have to imagine Kim is going to run here and try to get in scoring position, especially with the runner on third base. Maybe even force the Huskies into making a decision in the field if they're going to throw down or not. And Kim does have the speed to try to swipe second. And there he goes. They throw it, and it is cut off by Sutsera. Or Mertz on the mound, excuse me. So now the game-winning run is at second base. Senator pops that one up. Guzman is going back. Ball is caught by Orzo. Tagging from third and scoring is CJ Senator. And we're tied at 7. Fort Lee has scored 4 runs in the 7th to tie things here at 7 apiece. Jack Dorcom now comes to the plate. First pitch to him misses for a ball. Dorcom has a couple of hits in this game. And they decide that they're going to intentionally walk Dorcom to face Nico Sengo. Sengo, 1 single in this game. First pitch to him in the dirt. It's ball 1. This one laced back through the middle. It's a base hit. Kim's going to round third. The throw to the plate is not in time. The comeback kid strike again. This time it's Nico Sengo playing the role of hero. 4 straight wins for the Bridgemen, all of them coming in dramatic fashion. They trail by 4 runs in the 7th. They come all the way back and win this game 8-7. 4 straight come from behind wins. They move to 5-3 overall, 2-1 in the Big North, and continue the good vibes rolling here in the middle of April. Well, that was an exciting one for you folks at home. We're so glad you could join us. Nico Sengo, the hero at the Dr. Allen W. Sugarman Sports Complex. For everybody here at Fort Lee, I'm Charlie Carbonetto. Bridgemen win. Bridgemen win again.